All right. Bum, bum, bum. Let's make sure this all keeps going here. I got so much crap to do. All right. So, I don't know if y'all watch the races or not, but it was pretty brutal for me. First time I broke. I blame it on changing pit stalls. That's it. I went over to be by my buddy Paul, and so I was down away from where I normally sit. So I blame Paul. Paul Weir normally stands next to me too on the racetracks. He noticed that today when he was watching a video of our races. We normally stand near each other. Well, there's only really one good place to stand at that track anymore. In my opinion, I can't stand down at the far right of the stand. I can only see well where I normally stand, which is by the gate. Other people don't have a problem. Me, I can't see stuff down there. I'll try and watch my mouth. Normally I cuss, so if it slips out, I'm sorry. If it offends you, I am sorry. They're just words to me. It's not what I say, it's what I mean. Oh. Also going to change my pills back here to change it up some. Try and find a different setup. Just try it out, because I've been using Spencer Rifkin's little setup, so I'm going to try my own little bit here and see what's up. Make it my way, and if I don't like it, I can always change it. But at least I know once I try it out, I'll be able to, make the decision on my own. I won't have to rely on somebody else. I won't have to rely on somebody else's the way they set up their car. I can set up the car, and then make adjustments on it with my, own decision making and how the car feels and all that kind of stuff. Right now, since I was just getting back into it, I have no freaking clue, man. Just no clue about changing anything on here. So I got to start taking those steps to making these cars feel the way I want them to feel and how to drive them the way I want to drive. Because, I can't be... relying on other people. I mean, I suppose I can, but I'm not that kind of person. Clean this up a little bit in the front here before I get to the back, where I got a wrench on this thing. Take it apart and fix it. I mean, the car, it's doing pretty well. But it would be, like I said, it'd be nice to be able to make adjustments on it and know what I'm doing instead of relying on somebody else to do it for me. But, so on my Instagram I showed a picture, but I had ripped this A-arm off, this rear arm off. Take this bad boy out. Come on now. Normally it'll pop right off if it's together, but since it's not, it's pushing down and it's not coming off. There we go. Might have to replace that too. Make sure these are tight. Yeah, they are. So yeah, I was currently in third with the buggy when I broke. I was caught, when you catch the edge of one of them pipes just at the right spot, man, there's no stopping it. I can replace this with the other piece. I just caught the edge of the pipe just right and ripped this bad boy off. That's the way it goes. And like I said, I've been racing for like almost a month now, maybe a month. And it's finally broke off. This was the first time that I broke during a race. And braking on both cars kind of sucks, but it happens. You just get used to finishing, you know. At least I do. You never think you're gonna break. It's like thinking you're gonna fail. You never think you're gonna fail. I always think you're gonna win. Always think positive. Always attack your problems with a positive light. Better things happen. And that's what I normally do. Probably get my drill, but I'm charging the battery because I'm gonna mess with breaking in some tires. I watched Ryan Harris. He's got his own YouTube channel. I watched him break in some J Concepts tires the other day, and I'm gonna give that a shot tonight because, I mean, I got these dirt webs, gold dirt webs, and I've sauced them, put them in bags. I've, you know, trying to soften them up, and boy, look at that bad boy. Just ripped that sucker right off. Ooh-wee. Get loud. So this is how I had it. Now I want to lower that some and put in a 0.5. And that, no, I gotta get that out of there too. Get those out. Replace both of these. I'd seen somebody do a build video on their 6.1, and they're like, I don't know why they put these notches in by the pills. And I'm like, bro, common sense just sometimes isn't what people have. So there is a chart, and I was looking at this chart for these pills, and I think I'm just gonna go 0.5 down and out. That's 1.5. I'm already. So these ones and 2 centers. And we're gonna call that good. These are from my T6.1. I should probably put all those with all the rest of them. But still gotta pop this bad boy in here. Dun, dun, dun. So these are, I'm putting centers in the C. Come on now. And I'm going to put down and outs on the bottom in the rear, which should be cool. Got a tire break-in tool. Don't know if y'all can see that. So that's pretty cool. Got these associated arms. Hopefully there's sound on here. I don't really. Yeah, there's sound. Boom, boom, boom. Tell me something good. I still use the same shock pill. Put those in there with the other ones. And these up. Alright. Alright. Ain't it right? Should be, yeah, right. Oh, that's something I was going to look up when I built this bad boy. You want out, buddy? Go on. Is if I put a spacer in here or not. No, I don't. I thought it was sloppy, but evidently I am crazy. Anyways, I'm a big fan of the new track layout. The more I race it, the better I get it, but in the end, I'm just like, I don't know. It's just one of them tracks where it's like, bleh. I don't like losing sight of my car, and it happens quite a bit at that track. But it's going to be changing for the J Concepts. They're having a race over there for J Concepts. And that's not the right one. Get on the track here pretty quick. We're only going to race on it for like 4 weeks. So that's a good thing, in my opinion. The other track layout was a lot more fun. So technical, but it was fast. I mean, like super fast. And you never lost sight of your car, which is always had line of sight. No. There you are. Oh, no. One on each side. No. Gotta pay attention to what I'm doing and quit talking as much. Look at that, though. Holy cow. It's amazing. On the inside. What on earth? This should be the right way. Why are you not going in? Go in. What on earth? What is happening? There. Good grief. Yeah, I didn't see that, but I was struggling. I dropped a spacer. Where are you at? I didn't? Good. Michael, what are you doing? You're silly. Oh, for crying. It's gonna be one of them nights. Man, this is a mess down here. I found one, and I dropped the other, so let's see if we can find that. But I doubt it. Ugh. Should probably put my glasses on. That might help. And why am I whispering? There you are. Arr. There you are. All right. I'm trying to go so fast. I don't go in the front. I want to know the base by millimeter if I just put it in the other way. There we go. I really like to help with He told me to what to freaking cool to me when be out. That that happens quite a bit, and it's pretty cool. Down and out. That's what we're gonna try. And if I do down and out and center, it should give me medium roll, medium pivot position, a little less anti-squat, and a little less toe in. So, we'll see. Wait, D mount. Yeah, that's what we want. That's what I'm gonna try anyways. I don't know if that'll help or hinder me, but the only way I'm gonna do is by learn is by doing. That's how you learn by doing. Learn by doing. Ah, come on now. Stay in there. Learn by doing. All right. Oh my goodness. I just changed this bumper too. My goodness. My butt's hitting pretty hard, so. Let's pop these bad boys back in. But the guys on there, pretty cool bunch of guys. I've yet to really walk up and ask anybody for help other than Tony Taylor. And I believe Tony he has a channel on here on YouTube. I believe he's a driver for Hot Bodies. He drives a lot of 8 scale nitro and stuff like that, but he also drives 10 scale at the track down there. He's the first guy that helped me out. He's a good dude, real good dude. Tony or Cody Weichman, something like that. He's a mod driver down there, and he's helped me out some. Lee Helmrich has helped me out some. Just good dudes, man. Takes a bit to, I think they wait to see if you're gonna keep showing up or if you're gonna give it a shot and realize that RC car racing nowadays is not like what it was. It just isn't. It's not as easy as it used to be. And I think they might wait on that, you know. They might be like, let's see if this dude's gonna show up and more than twice. Because it takes effort, man. It takes effort to freaking get these cars to go the way that you want them to. Once you put in the effort, I think more people will come over and say hello to you. And oh man, am I putting that in the wrong spot? Or do I want to change the other one? No, I'll change this one. It's just cool. I'm trying not to wreck people in my races. I try to get out of their way. Sometimes I mess that up and stuff, but for the most part, I mean, if I see somebody faster coming up on my rear, I try to get out of the way. If I try to keep the same lines when I'm racing. Try to keep the same flow. But lately, man, it just seems like sometimes that's not happening for me. Man, that slop is supposed to be there? That doesn't make no sense. But I used to be in the automotive industry. Like, I used to design parts for General Motors. And in that, man, your tolerances and things like that, they were like super tight. So when I see like these rear arms like move around because there's a millimeter of gap in there, man, it's just like blows my mind. Because on a scale, that'd be like a shit ton of movement in a real car. Let's make sure these are done up right. All right, yeah, we're good, we're good. Did it pretty well. Kinda happy with that. Kinda happy with that. Everything's clean. A 17.5 reading motor from a gentleman tomorrow. At least have it as a backup. I might put it in my truck because that would might give that a shot. I don't know. Pop that over. All right. So this bad boy is good to go. Was there anything else I was going to change on this? Oh yes, it was. To change the shock oil. And I might try a softer spring for... No, I'm going to keep the spring the same. But I like how this... No, I'm going to keep it this way. I'm going to change it on the truck. And I was going to change this to match. But I think I am going to let it go. This in I'm gonna bring it in a space, bring it more vertical. Bring it a little more vertical. Ah! There we go. Bring it in one spot, see how that feels. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, one of my football players' dads died. Last week, I think it was, and they're having a showing for him tomorrow. I don't know if I'm supposed to go to that. I didn't know his father very well, but his mother would come into our store. I think I should stop in. Might have to leave the races early. But Sometimes you just gotta do what's right. Also, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Go help my buddy's a defensive coordinator for our varsity football team. He's also the head wrestling coach at the high school. I'm gonna go down there and help him out tomorrow. All right. I have to go. Yeah, do that later. On Instagram, I put this shelving unit that my wife made for me. She put it up on Instagram, made a nice video. She's awesome. She is awesome. So, yeah, go check that out. It's right up there. It's a nice setup she made for me. Let's see about this. I ordered some aluminum steering parts from Associated, mainly because, well, they didn't have it at the shop. They didn't have aluminum pieces, but I also needed a T-shirt. I don't have an Associated T-shirt, and all these guys are walking around with all this their TLR and X-ray stuff on and all this kind of stuff, and I'm like, bro. That's what I said. I was like, bro. No, I didn't say that crap. I was like, what on earth? I gotta get me a T-shirt. So I was gonna go through aiming because I got points saved up and money all saved up for that. But oh my goodness, come on now. Oh, fudge it. I'll keep it over there. It's not too bad. I was gonna go through A-Main. Man, this thing's already taken such a beating. I'm learning how to drive with it. It's not good. I was gonna go through A-Main, right? And the only sizes they go up to are 2X. Now, I'm a big dude, and I used to wear 4X, but I just had a big scare with diabetes, so I've been on a diet and been trying to lose weight and get back in some kind of shape. Not just for me, but even for my players to show. You don't gotta, be out of shape and stuff like that to. Wait, maybe I'll do it this way. Which way should I try and get this out of here? I'll try the top piece first. I'll leave that loosened up in case I need to. 2X, and 2X doesn't cut it for me. I used to wear 4X. I used to go down, and I still have a bunch of 4X t-shirts, but when I wear it, it looks ridiculous. Moo moo. This here is a 3X from the football team, and it, fits pretty good. I mean, it feels good to lose weight and not look like a big sack of crap. But most guys. So, excuse me, I have to get a 3X. 2X, gosh, man, isn't going to cut it. One of the drawbacks to diabetes when you don't pay attention to it, or you ignore it, or think you're doing just fine and quit checking your blood and all that kind of stuff. One of the drawbacks is you can cause nerve damage to your hands and your feet. And that's what I did. That's why I'm on a diet, is because I don't know if you can tell, but this finger here, I can't grab anything. It stings like a mother every time I actually close my hands around something and grab it. Here I can help, you know, twist something. I can lift some stuff every once in a while. But for the most part, I can't do anything with this hand. Like, I can't grip. And so for that golf thing tomorrow, Travis, you gotta just come out and go golfing. And I'm like, brother, I don't want to tell him, because then he's gonna be like, oh man, now I feel bad. It's just, I can't grab nothing anymore, man. It's sad, but it's just the way it goes. If I had to take this whole thing apart, you think, let's try and think about this for a second. I know I got to take this off. I could probably take those off. So let's just do this. Unless there's a nut on the back of that. Is there a nut on the back of that? Yeah, there is. I suppose I could just take the cup off of that and we'll call it good. Let's see here. How hard this is going to be to... What on earth? I mean, that's how ball cups used to come off. Wow, he can't get anything. I can also just unscrew it. Man, I'll just do that. I won't damage any of that plastic. But I might have to retighten all that. How do I want to do this? Oh. With the least amount of screws going in it. Take it out of there. I'll just take these two out. Gosh, I'm so lazy. So yeah, if I can't grip a screwdriver, how am I supposed to grip a golf club? This is not gonna happen. And besides, I hate golf. Golf sucks. Uh-oh, one of my cats wants out. You want out? Fasa? Come on. Golf is not my thing. I used to play it when I lived back in Michigan. I think, God dang, I can't do that hand. And it was alright. I'd go play with my uncle Dan, all the time. He's a good man. But out here, man, it's like, it's already in the hundreds out here in Arizona. You don't want to be out in that weather doing that stuff unless it's in the morning. Which, thank goodness they're doing it in the morning. You know, they're doing it. It's starting early, so we gotta get up early and get over there to help him. I should get one of those little electric drills. Maybe I will at some point. But I seen that, like Tony was using one, Tony Taylor, when he was working on my car. I don't know, sometimes it would slip and I don't want it. I don't want it to slip. I don't want it stripped out. Heads. That's why I went down, I bought this MIP screwdriver because this little set that I use here, it's okay. I mean, if you're starting out and you don't have tools, it's okay. You know, it'll get the job done. But if you're going to be doing it for a while, you'll start finding out that your screwdrivers will just start stripping your heads. I don't know if you can see this. I was thinking I wouldn't get to drive my truck tomorrow simply because I didn't have this part. And I ordered the aluminum one from Associated. But then I remembered, hey, Mike, you all ready? Damn it, I put that in wrong. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, all right. What, did I do that right? Yeah, I did it right. What the hell am I doing, Michael? Since I had removed, that's what I'm doing wrong. Good Lord. Quit talking. But then you wouldn't have anything listed. I'm sitting here messing around. But I had changed my B6 to aluminum right away. I mean, steering is pretty much the most important thing that you really got. And so I had an extra plastic one that I totally forgot about. And so now I get to race my truck tomorrow and crash it all over the place. Like the champ I am. Because that's one of my most favorite things to do. Crash my truck all over the place. Michael? I don't know if you can see it, but it ripped that puppy right out. When I was racing, I was on Wednesday night. Ripped it right out. The steering rack where you can, you know, tighten these down and not have to worry cut and Loctite it because it's all in aluminum. That's the way to go in my opinion. Loctiting this stuff in. The Ezra down at the shop, Ezra's a good man. I walk in there and I'm like, hey, do you have aluminum steering parts for the B6 or T6.1, B6.1? They're the same. He's like, no, we don't have that. And he's like, but God love him, he's a good man. But it's, it's cheaper to replace a plastic part than it is to um, buy a servo. Because if you can't, or if it's going to break and you have all aluminum, it's going to break the servo. And I'm like, oh yeah. With using that plastic, much pork on it, because I drive like an idiot, and that's that. Yeah, it's not gonna pop out of there. This was just from crashing over and over and over and over every freaking double, pretty much crashing. I'm learning that, you know, gas gotta get it before it even gets to that point. All that kind of jazz. I'm learning. It's not something that comes easy for me, but I can pick up a car and get all this stuff like I probably don't even write as fast as you guys do, but to me, I'm doing all right. Look at that. I'm actually gonna have a truck to race tomorrow. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. After I get done with this, I'm gonna go wash the tires that I didn't wash on Wednesday because I'm super lazy. I was beat up from football all week and tired, so I didn't do crap yesterday. Just that's the way it goes for me. I just came home, laid on the bed, ate a bunch of food. I tell you what, I love this MIP freaking screwdriver. It is phenomenal. Best 13 bucks I spent so far. On a hobby where I spend way too much freaking money right now. But I am super stoked about this truck. This T6.1 is freaking balls out good. Oh, I'm gonna change the pills in this to be like just like my the B6.1. Then I put the wing back on it. Might change those out. Oh, I'm gonna put lighter fluid in there. 30s in here still. Might do that. Like I said, gotta get used to changing this to what I think will work, and when it doesn't, at least I have a starting point to work on. Yeah, I'll fix that up here. Boom-bitty boom. I think the 6.1, I wonder if they have the same steering doohickey thingies. I don't know what the hell they're called. +1. I wonder if these are +1s. You could turn a little more. But maybe I don't need it. I don't know. We'll see once I start driving it okay. Okay. Gotta take these out, put new oil in them. Gonna change my pills. Oh, I gotta get my other skid plate protector thingamabobber. Doesn't like wrecking a pair of tweezers. So what else is happening? Our football camp started. Let's get up. We start at 6:30 in the morning. Do it before work. And get out of there. coach of the freshman team. Pretty. You know, I want to do both. That's just being selfish. I don't have to do that. It's a lot of work too. I call both, but I'm kind of like stuff's got to go a certain way. If we don't run power right correctly, we're going to run power right again and again and again. There is no, well, these aren't too bad. These are 0.5, not bad. These would be directs. And the 0.5. Was it these ones? Shit, man, they don't look right. Maybe it's already in there. It is, it's just, gotta pull these ones. But if they don't do a play correctly, we do it over and over till it is done correctly, to the point that they can do it in their sleep. Because there's how we play football. That's not. Is how we play. What are you doing, Michael? And our head coach from last year, my buddy Ken, he got a promotion. He's like assistant chief to the chiefy chief. So he's can't come out this year. And let me drop more crap. And he called the offense, and I called the defense last year when he was head coach. And the year before that, when my buddy Travis was the head coach, a freshman, he called the offense, I called the defense. Everything was hunky-dory. So my buddy Chris, who does the offensive line, he doesn't really want to call the offense, but I don't really have anybody that I trust to call the offense besides him, and I'd rather have him be happy. So, but he doesn't want me to do too much work, because we're brothers that way, man. You just got to look out for one another. And he said he would do it for me, but I'm like, man, you don't want to do it. He's like, I don't want you to do it, and you know, watching out for one another. Come on now. And in the end, Jeremy, our head coach of the whole program, will probably tell me that I got to do defense and I got to let Chris do offense. But man, I don't know. I have like plays in my head that I want us to run, and Chris, I don't think my buddy Chris wants to run them. I'm not my head coach, so I don't want to have to yell at him, but I might have to. I've always wanted to run veer. There's a high school near us called Hamilton that ran veer when they were freshmen. I'm like, if they can run veer, we can run veer. Veer's hard to stop. Being a defensive coach, veer and option, it's just another form or word for option. you have to teach your defense differently. It's not a standard defense. You have to do assignment football. Somebody gets quarterback, somebody gets F, somebody gets pitch. If you don't do that, man, that diff is super tight. And if you don't do that, Veer's gonna eat you up. So you gotta teach football 1 week, and we're already a hard team to what on earth, man? Because everybody runs spread crap around here, spread football. We'll try that. And we run wing chi. And try and teach kids how to run wing chi in a week is not an easy thing to do. But teaching kids how to play spread, it's super easy. That's why everybody runs it. Super easy. We're just going to run single back power. It's not hard. It's not hard to defend either. You just got to have athletes to be able to do it, or a decent scheme. Now, wing T, you don't know who's getting the ball. And you got to set up the blocks correctly. You got to do all that kind of stuff. It's gangster. I love it. I love it. All right. I think that's it. How long have I been going? Forever. For all of you that watch this, thanks for watching. I try to get on here and do some live broadcasts so we can shoot shit. But check out the videos. I try to put up all of our races all the time, or all of my races. I get 6 or 7 a race night now, so I'm pretty stoked. But like and subscribe. Let me know if you'd like some different content or whatnot. I'm gonna go wash me some tires, change some oil in these shocks. A whole bunch of other crap. Get ready for tomorrow. So y'all have a good one. Where do you stop it?